Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, or whatever time this video meets you. Yes, so as discussed, the Jolly Phonics sounds have actions for every sound. There are actions for every sound because, as we also have established while beginning, that Jolly Phonics is multi-sensory. So it means that it deals with various senses of the human body to teach the sounds. So one of the senses that Jolly Phonics triggers while teaching and learning for the children is the sense of action, movement, moving their body. And that is one of the reasons why Jolly Phonics have actions for every sound. So while teaching the sounds, you're not just teaching in isolation. They're also carrying out actions that help them move their body and help them remember the sounds more. So I'll be taking you through the various sets, and as you can see from my screen, you can see the various actions. You can see it. So it says weave hand like a snake, making the shape. So you weave your hand like a snake, like an X. Yes. So you're going making the like that. I know you can't see my hand, but I'm actually making the action. The it says wiggle your fingers. I want you to concentrate on the pictures as well as reading the words, okay? Wiggle your fingers above your elbow. You can see the girl in the picture as if ants are crawling on you and say ah. So the first action even goes with a song. Yes, it goes with a song. Snake is in the grass. The snake. So while you're singing the song, you are making the action. Snake is in the grass. The snake is in the grass. And then we have the ah. As you can see, we have the ah. Wiggle your fingers above your elbow as if ants are crawling on you and say ah, answer my arm, answer my arm, answer my arm, they're causing me alarm. Then we have the next sound, t. Says children imitate watching tennis, moving their head from side to side. It goes t, t. You can see the boy. So he's going t, t. Head moves from side to side, going t, t, like that. The next sound, eh, 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 eh. Children pretend to be mice by wiggling their fingers. You can see the picture, wiggling their fingers on the end of their noses and squeaking eh, as you can see. Eh, eh, So I'm not going to sing the jolly songs here. I'll probably send that as another video, a YouTube video, share that as a YouTube video so that you can watch and see for yourself. So you can see eh. We have the next sound. P. It says hold up your index finger, pretending it is a lit candle, and imagine you are blowing it out by saying p. You can see the picture. Then we have the next sound. Hold out your arms as if you're a plane nose diving and say the way you hold out your hand when you are playing aeroplane is coming. I don't know how many people are familiar with that game. So you hold out your arms and you say so it's not it's okay. That is the first set of the Jolly Phonics sound. Let's move on to the second set. Second set also comes with its own action. So like I also established before, these two letters, the first two letters you can see. The first two letters you can see the C and the K, which makes the same sound k, k, k. The actions are the same and the sounds are the same. So what is the action? Raise hands and snap fingers as if playing castanets. K, 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 like that. Can you hear the sound of my fingers snapping? Then we have the other one. Pretend to be an egg in one hand and crack it against the side of a pan. Use both hands to open the shell, saying ah. So it's like crack. Oh, sorry for that. My phone just fell. Crack, open, crack, open. So like I said, I'm going to send a video with the song so that as the songs are going, you can actually see the actions better. Then we have the next sound. Even while making the sound, you can imagine it's more like I just ran and then I'm panting, like the sound I make when I just ran and I'm panting, as if panting after I raise, hold hand to mouth and say. The next one, it's not like many people say. It's actually it's made with the inside, with the tongue folded inside. So it says like that. Pretend to be a puppy pulling a rag in its teeth. Keep teeth closed. Yes. So that's why I said it's not. It's not the very loud and opening your teeth. No, your teeth are closed. Your tongue are folded. So you say rabbit, rag. The next sound, you can see the little mom, the woman, she's rubbing her tummy. You can see her rubbing her tummy. Rub your tummy as if you see tasty food and say, mmm, mmm, mmm. Okay, the next sound, we have d, 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 d. You can see the hands. Pretend to hold drumsticks and beat up and down saying d, 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 like you're drumming. Like you're playing pretend to drum. D, 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 d. Okay, that is a set 2. We'll move on speedily to the set 3. So the g, g, it says spiral your hand down as if water gurgling down a plug hole, saying g, 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 g. Spiral your hand down, say g, 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 g. Then we have the next sound. Oh, oh, you can see the finger. It's the short. Yes, it's a short. Oh. Pretend you are turning a switch on and off and say, oh, oh, oh. Yes. So it says pretend you are turning a switch on and off, saying, oh, 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 oh. So there are 2 sound. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. So it's up, down. The up, oh, oh. That, because we have 2 sounds for letter O. We have the short sound and the long sound. So that's why they make different, they are sounded differently. The short one, ah, the long one, rather, the short sound is the O. The long sound is the oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Like that. Up, down, like you're turning on the switch. The next sound, ah, ah, ah. Keep one hand steady and raise the other up as if raising an umbrella, saying, ah, yes. So you're using both your hands. You can see both hands in the picture, as if you are raising an umbrella up, the way you pull an umbrella up. Ah, many of us will know this now because it's raining. So we've been opening lots of umbrellas. So I'm very sure you'll be able to relate to this. So it's when you're opening your umbrella, you're going, ah, 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 like that. Ah, ah, umbrella, and not oh, like we used to say. It's ah, umbrella. And then the next one we have pretend to lick a lollipop, say so in this case you might not actually have an actual lollipop. You might just have to make do with your finger, your index finger, and move it around your lips like you're licking a lollipop and say so it's not la. Yes, it's not la like many people teach. It's almost like the way you say your sound, but this time it's making Oh, your teeth are closed. Mm, 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 that's the sound. Now the next sound, you can see the two hands, the two black hands. Yes, like you're place one hand above the other and push them together gently as if a toy fish is deflating and say so okay, a practical example that we could use is getting a maybe a sachet water, and when you're done drinking it, the way you go, I know many of us still do it, like yes, when you press it, it goes or a ball or a balloon. All these are practical examples. You can get a balloon and then just place your hand and then press it. That sound it makes when the balloon deflates is exactly the same sound letter F makes. The next one is B. 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 Place hands together as if batting away a cricket ball. Yeah, like you're batting away, like you've watched a lot of volleyball movies. No, not volleyball, rather. I'm talking about hockey. Yes. Or baseball. You see them using the bats to hit the ball. That's the same movement. You're batting the ball. B. B. And say B. Now that is a set 3. Let's move on speedily to the set 4. So set 4 is made up of digraphs, as you can see, 2 letters making 1 sound. So the first sound we have here is A, 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 A. It's not A. Remember the method we have used to learn it, or we said we'll use to learn it. For sounds, for vowel digraphs, like you can see, 2 vowel letters coming together to make 1 sound, they are called vowel digraphs. If you want to teach it, you might want to teach it by saying when 2 vowels go together, the first one does the talking. So it's more like telling them when you see 2 vowel in a word, when you see 2 vowel, that's more like a vowel digraph, and then the sound will be that of the first letter. So I know many people will say, after all, the first letter is A, but that letter is not pronounced A, it's pronounced A. So I'm very sure in the coming fluency class and diction class that will be coming up on day 3, you would find out why. So the word is pronounced A. The letter is A, A, A. Long A. Cup hand over your ear as if you're as if hard of hearing. You are having problem with hearing and say A, 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 A. You can see the picture. That's the action. The next one is J, 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 J. Pretend to be a jelly and wobble. Like you're wobbling. You can see your hands are together and you're wobbling. Wobble to shake. Wobble means to shake. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Like you're going J, 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 J. That's the way jellies wobble on the plate. Then the next one is Oh. You can see the boy cupping his hand. Hold hand over mouth as if you've done something wrong and say, Oh, 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 oh. Yes. Sorry for that because I just got into the act like I was teaching my pupils, my preschoolers. It's actually pronounced oh, 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 oh. The next sound, I, Captain. How many of us watch SpongeBob? Yeah, you'll be able to relate. I watch a lot of animated movies, a lot of cartoons. Yeah. So I stand to attention and salute, saying I, 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 I. Okay. Now the next sound, it's 2 in 1. So these 2 sounds are taught together because the actions go together. So you're pretending to be a donkey here, and just like donkeys makes the sound e or that's that's the action of these 2 sounds. So the E is when the donkeys, so you're pretending, you put hands on your ears, both your hands on your ears, pretending to be a donkey. So pretending that that's a donkey's long ears. And then pretend to be a donkey saying E. Also, when you're saying E, you're standing upright with your hands up, and when you're saying O, you bend. So there are two actions there, if you can see. Yeah, so when your hands are up, you're saying E. When your hands are down, bent, you're saying O. So it's E, O, E, O, E, O, like that. You can see the picture. The fingers are straightened in the first picture, while the fingers are bent in the other picture. So it's E, or, like that. Okay, so let's move on to the next set. We still have two more sets to go. Yes. Okay, so this is set 5. Pretend to be a buzzing bee. Look at the hands. Can you see the hands? Tight at the sides like that. And you go zzz, elbows and arms flapping. So your elbows and arms are flapping, but they are by your side. Just like you can see in the picture. And you go zzz. That's the sound that the letter Z makes. Zzz. Okay, the next one. W, w, w. Yes, I've heard so many people say wa, wa. It's w, 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 w. When you say wa, it's like you're adding the R sound to it. So let's not make that mistake. And then let's not make that mistake when we teach it as well. W. So you blow your hands. Look at the action that the boy is making. Blow into no. Blow into open hand, like the wind saying wah, 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 wah. You know how it feels when the strong wind is blowing and it goes wah. That's the same action for the sound wah, wah, wah. Now the next one is another digraph, but this one is not a vowel digraph. This is a consonant digraph. Pretend to be a weightlifter, lifting a heavy weight above your head and say mmm. Yes, so this sound is pronounced and not ng. So let's take note, especially when we're teaching words that end with it. We have examples of words sing, dong, and not sing or dong. Mm, mm, You know how it feels when you're raising or lifting something that is heavy, the way you always scream because of the weight. Like that. That's the sound that it makes. The next sound, pretend to be driving along in a van saying, well, everybody's a culprit here. Everybody's a culprit in this one. I know once or twice in your lifetime as a child, you would have pretended to drive a van or a car. I know many of us have done it. So there's not even a basis for pretense here. So I just wanted to pick up that knowledge, that thing that you used to do when you were a child. So that's the action. You're pretending to drive by. Driving in a van, pretending to drive in a van. Now this one we've also yes, this one we've also this is a digraph. Yes. Yes, this one is a digraph. We have two digraphs. Yes, o makes two sounds, like we have been taught, or like we have been introduced to. O makes two sounds. It makes a little sound and it makes a long sound. So it says, imagine being a cuckoo. A cuckoo is a bird. And the cuckoo clock. That cuckoo in the cuckoo clock bending forwards and back while saying, ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh, ooh oh. So the little sound is oh, 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 oh. Let me take that again.